Hello and welcome back to my Pokemon Journeys review series. Today I'm going to be reviewing episode 28, Sobbing Sobble, an episode that I had a lot of mixed feelings about, but I hope you enjoy. So the episode picks up straight after the previous one with Ash and Go still in the Galar region, staying at the same Pokemon Center that they was in last time. We see a nice reference to the games with Ash and Go and all the Pokemon eating curry, which is from Sword and Shield, and this is where Sobble comes up and starts stealing food while it was invisible. We also see the Galar region's Nurse Joy appear again with a helper Pokemon being Indeedee. Nurse Joy tells Ash and Go that Sobble like to blend themselves into water, and she points out that it could be hiding in a nearby fountain. The fountain that was shown reminds me of the first time we ever saw Sobble in its reveal trailer, which was a nice reference. Now Go catches Sobble really early on in this episode, and I don't mind that it was Go instead of Ash, but this capture seemed really lazy to me. He just threw the ball by accident into the fountain, and it captured Sobble while it was invisible. I really wasn't a fan of this capture in comparison to Ash's farfetch'd capture in the last episode, which felt way more earned. Go tried to capture a silly cobra also, and without thinking he brought out Sobble for the first time and threw it straight into the battle, which really upset Sobble being the shy and sobbing Pokemon that it is. Sobble goes invisible and runs away from the battle and from Go because it got scared, and the rest of the episode is basically Ash and Go trying to find Sobble after this moment. I didn't hate the story of this episode, but coming off the back of the previous episode, which was Ash capturing this brave Farfetch'd in a really awesome battle, the storyline for them looking for Sobble for the most of the episode was really boring to me. It wasn't a good capture episode in my opinion. There was a few good moments with Go coming to terms with his mistake of letting Sobble battle so early, without asking it if it wanted to battle, and without bonding with it first. There was a nice moment between Ash and Go where you can see some slight growth for Go as a trainer, but that's all this episode had going for it really in terms of Go and Sobble's storyline. Sobble is my favourite starter from the 3 Galar starters, and I felt his introduction could have been done a little bit better, so I'm hoping it gets a lot of development in the future rather than just sitting at the lab. I also wasn't a massive fan of the whole crying situation. All the way through the episode, every time Sobble cried, it made everyone else around it cry. Team Rocket were pretty good in this episode. They had some really funny moments early on with their balloon floating away every time they tried to capture Pikachu, and they end up getting a hold of Sobble in this episode, but in usual Team Rocket fashion they don't have it for long. Ash and Go find them and beat them in battle. Team Rocket used the vending machine once again, something I'm getting more and more tired of seeing every time we see it. It was fun to begin with, but now I just wish they'd capture their own Pokemon and create some bonds with them rather than just seeing one-off Pokemon. Which leads into a good example. They come across a Morpeko who was eating their food. I thought this would have been Marnie's from the preview, but it seems it's just a wild one. And then Team Rocket see it right at the end of the episode as well. I really thought they was going to catch this and get another Pikachu clone after having Mimikyu in Sun and Moon. It's a shame that didn't happen, but it could possibly be hinting at them to get it in the future. Team Rocket needs something to happen in terms of their development in the series, because at the moment they're not really doing much. It seemed they captured that Chewtle a while ago, but we've only seen it come back once, and it was from the vending machine, so I'd like them to actually have a Pokemon of their own. So overall this episode was kind of disappointing for me. I know a lot of people were disappointed that Go caught Sobble instead of Ash, but this wasn't the case for me, but it was more the way that Go caught Sobble wasn't satisfying for me. They could have done a lot more with the relationship between them, and even the way that he actually captured it. But that's just my opinion. I'm sure some people love this episode, and I would understand why. Overall, I would give this episode a 5 out of 10. Please let me know in the comments what you thought of this week's episode. Did you like the capture? Are you disappointed that Ash didn't get Sobble? Next week's episode actually looks really interesting, with Koharu finally returning, and it seems she's going to be taking in a P-Dove, and it looks like she could actually be capturing it. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy, and I'll see you next time.